Kurezome Yuzuki, Wishes on Falling Stars. Part 1. From behind diving goggles, the worried eyes of a boy peered out. The boy watched his father and sister swim as their shadows danced on the mint-green bottom of the water. The girl turned towards her brother. She kicked gently over to him with her brightly colored inflatable fish. Taking off their goggles, the children locked eyes. They couldn't hear anything other than their breathing and the sea, but the boy knew his sister was worried about him. She was so mature for her age, always thinking of others. Even her school report card said she was considerate. The boy tried to show he was having fun by swimming around a little, but he couldn't hide his unease. The subject of his worry was his mother. She stood on a diving board. His mother was frail. After the birth of her second child, her son, her heart condition worsened. It was bad enough the family nearly didn't take this vacation during the summer break to this southern island. And so the boy was afraid to dip under the water and lose sight of his mother, even though he received his diving license, even though his mother recommended he take it. The boy swam along the rope tied to the diving boat. Seeing his mother now sitting on a bench on the boat, he removed his diving goggles, revealing his shining face. On seeing the boy come up alone, she gave a look of surprise. His sister and father soon came to the boat with looks of concern. "You shouldn't come out of the water like that, it's dangerous," the boy's father said in his usual kind tone. The boy knew this from his lessons, but he was worried about his mother, so he was hasty. "Papa, Mama, I'm hungry," said the sister, even though not much time had passed since breakfast. The boy teased his sister about being a pig. But when they got to the restaurant, the sister ordered only a small dessert. The boy understood. His sister said it so that their mother would not be alone on the boat, making him worry. After having lunch and returning to the inn, the boy led his sister to the nearby beach. As their parents watched from their veranda, the siblings picked up pearlescent shells and put them in their rucksacks. "Don't go too far," said their father. The boy answered, but at the same time went out farther. When the siblings finally were out of sight of their parents, the boy took his sister's hand and said, "This way." He wanted to repay his sister for that morning by showing her something. The boy led his sister to a pitch-black cave. They took a flashlight out of their rucksack and shined it around, revealing columns of ice pointing down from a ceiling far above. It was a limestone cave. The boy discovered it, a cave at the end of this beach, and he wanted to bring his sister here to have an adventure together. "Mama and Papa will be worried," said his sister. "It'll be fine," he replied as they plunged forwards. Great, imposing rock faces, air thick with chill, damp ground that sounded like crystals shattering when trodden. His sister was at first hesitant, but now absorbed in the dreamlike world. It was as if they walked into one of their fantasy video games, and the siblings were completely spellbound. After some time, the siblings felt an unsettling movement in the air. Suddenly, from the back of the cave, a black mass came at them. It was a cloud of keening bats. The boy was shocked and clung to his sister's side. He had only ever lived in the city and did not know about such monsters. His sister said, "Don't worry, I've got this." She took the flashlight from him and began swinging it around. The beam of light pierced the eyes of bat after bat. What the boy saw among a swarm of fleeing, fluttering monsters was a hero wielding in their firm grasp a blade of light. The hero's sister and the companion brother continued their adventure. Glistening pools of crystals, paths dimly lit by pearls, ladders of light descending from the ceiling. What no one else had discovered, these siblings witnessed together. Crack! The clock keychain that hung off the rucksack fell off and froze the siblings. The sister picked up the clock and saw the shorthand was already at 5. "We should head back," she said. The boy agreed. It was getting late. The boy could just see the pale face of their worried mother. He suddenly felt as if he were naughty, and turned around to head back, but realized that they were lost. What if we can't get out? He wondered grimly. The shadows of the cave seemed to creep up his skin. But his sister, as always, put on an expression as bright as the sun. "Don't worry. Even if we can't find the way, Papa will find us." The boy was in doubt. Their phone had no reception in this place, and he couldn't call their parents. He wondered if their father could really find them. But his sister kept repeating, "It'll be all right." Papa was a genius at finding them. She remembered he found her when she got lost in the shopping center they always went to. He always found her even before she could begin to worry and cry. Soon the siblings found a way out. They emerged on a different beach than the one they had entered from. The sun was completely gone, and the star-filled sky reflected into a silver, star-filled sea. The siblings forgot all about their worry at being lost and rushed over to the sparkling waves. Looking up at the sky, they spotted a falling star. They both gave a cry of surprise, and in that instant it disappeared. "We forgot to make a wish." The sister's shoulders dropped in disappointment, but the boy tried to cheer her up. "In 4 years there will be a star shower according to my science magazine, so we can make a bunch of wishes then. With you and Mama and Papa, let's see the falling stars together." Then the siblings heard their names called. On a cliff overlooking the beach, they saw their parents waving their arms. The siblings raised their arms as well, with light in their eyes. The starlight bathed the clear waves on that quiet summer night. This family has a special bond, and it will never be broken. The young children believed this.